If you haven't figured it out by now, or you're new to the channel, there was a get-together of a bunch of the Brewtubers that do these beer reviews on YouTube down in Greenville, South Carolina. Visit Greenville back in July. I was supposed to attend, but then at the last minute, the Pantera Monomark tour ended up happening. I had to be at pre-production the same weekend that the get-together happened, and I couldn't go. However, the Brewtubers were kind enough to send me a big package of beers and swag. Check out those unboxing videos. What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I'm checking in from home, getting in some more of these gift beers I received from the kind Brewtubers that were at the Brewtubers Get Together. So, another one of the beers they sent me is Gold Dust. This is from Inner Voice Brewing out of Decatur, Georgia. I'm not sure where they picked this up or how they came across that one, since the get-together was in Greenville, South Carolina. But I'm super stoked to have another beer like this, another beer I've never had. It's got this gold motif on a black can. It's probably kind of hard to see. It's kind of a glittery gold color. This is a 9% ABV double IPA. Might be a night ender for me. Untapped says it has 30 IBUs. Not sure if that's correct, because who knows if anything on Untapped is correct. On the can here, it says keep cold, drink fresh, of course. 16 fluid ounces. Just brewed and packaged by Inner Voice Brewing. Thank you, Inner Voice Brewing. That's everything on the can. There's no date there. Untapped again, don't know if it's correct or not, but it says it was brewed with Riwaka, Simcoe, and Mosaic. And before I get into it here, there's another Brewtuber who was supposed to go to the get-together this year. He was at the get-together last year when we did it in Niagara. Off the 10th beer review. Go check him out. He also received one of these, and he reviewed it, well, I guess it's recently as of today, but who knows when this video comes out. I'll make sure to link that review down below so you can go check out his review as well. Make sure you give him a like and subscribe, because he's been around for a long, long time, and he's definitely deserves all those subscribers. Definitely deserves to subscribe. Does excellent videos. But I digress here. Just trying to shout out everybody that's been so cool to me over the couple of years I've been doing the BrewTube thing. But let's get back into the beer. So Gold Dust here on Untapped, it gets a 4.35 with 144 check-ins. Surprisingly, it was on Beer Advocate, and they gave it an 81 good with only one check-in. And I seem to remember when I started this, you had to have quite a few check-ins on Beer Advocate before they give you a rating. But now apparently one check-in will give you a rating. Kind of interesting. Pouring this out here, looks like chicken noodle soup. Get a nose on it. That is an odd smell. You know, I hate to say this, but it almost smells like stomach bile. That's really weird. It's just not in a way that's disgusting or making me want to retch, but it's like the most similar thing I can think of to this smell. It's a very odd smell. Weird. Hopefully it doesn't taste like stomach bile. So in a glass, I mean, that looks like chicken noodle soup for sure. Shout out to Ridgeopolis. Just thick, chalky, white, definitely chicken noodle soup. About a fingernail's worth of like finely spread out bubbled white head. That's just an odd smell, man. Really odd. Well, let's take a drink. Cheers, everybody. Medium bodied. Definitely not as thick as I expected. 9% alcohol. Do not notice that at all. Big ripe melon flavor. Some bitterness on the back end. I'm still getting that weird smell. But the smell, like, and it's so hard to describe. Because even though I say like stomach bile smell, it doesn't smell offensive. You know, when you get some kind of weird or like just odd smells that normally you would find disgusting, but the way it is, it just like, you're like, oh, that's what this is, but I'm not offended by it. That's kind of what that is. I mean, I'm sure it's a terrible description of how this beer smells. And maybe Chris from Off the 10th describes it totally differently. That's why I'm going to link his review down below. But it's just such an odd smell to me. But it doesn't detract from the beer at all, in my opinion. Juicy ripe melon. Easy to drink. Dangerous. I could crush this beer and maybe drink 2 or 3 more before I'd be all fluthered, because the 9% alcohol is not there. It's not noticeable at all. This is a very delicious beer. Really well done. Inner Voice Brewery, Gold Dust, big horns up from me. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all of my subscribers. Big shout out to all the Brewtubers that went to the Get Together in Greenville, South Carolina. Make sure you go check out Brian the Beer Snob, Shane's Craft Beer Review, What's Your Beer, Blue Ice, Ethan's Beer and Vinyl, Dave's TV, Nutmeg to Palmetto, Half-Assed Beer Reviews, and Wayne's Beer Delivery. Thank you all for the big box of swag. Go check out my unboxing, and as always, embrace the adventure.